How many Trump tokens do you need to retire? Is it going to zero? Let's talk about both of these today. Let's talk about some of the things you have to remember with Trump tokens, some things you have to know. And this affects the entire market as well. This is not just for people coming into crypto for the first time looking at Trump token. This is very important for the rest of the bull market, which should last for a while still. There's a lot to cover in this video. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. We're going to be breaking down the numbers. We're going to be looking at a spreadsheet that I made, taking a look at, how many tokens you need for $10,000 worth in Trump, how much you can make, how much you'll need if you want to buy full Bitcoin, maybe partway through the cycle, or you want $1 million. We'll be going through this, but first we have to cover some of the news. Now, to be clear too, Trump token, very risky, right? It could go down to zero. It could go down to zero or close to it. It could go down 90%. You have to be ready for that volatility. It could also go up 5x. I mean, it's already gone up from a $20 million market cap to a $80 billion market cap, I believe. So it's gone, fully diluted around 80 billion. So it's gone up 4,000x or something like that. If you do want to trade it, right? I'm not holding this token, but I do think there's money to be made if you want to trade it. If you do want to trade it, there's a link to CoinW underneath the video. They have this on a higher leverage than any other exchange that I can find, up to 60x leverage. When you use the link underneath the video too, you get deposit bonuses for using my link. You can get 10% deposit bonus, and you can get up to 3,000 SUI depending on how much you trade just in general. And they have giveaways going right now. I just talked about it on my Twitter as well. You can get up to $200 worth of Trump token by just completing a few really easy tasks, like shouting them out on Twitter or tagging some friends, following them, and then putting your UID. So go check out my Twitter if you want. There's a link to my Twitter underneath the video as well. But yeah, they're giving away a bunch of Trump tokens as well. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. By the way, there are links to other exchanges as well underneath the video, but I do think CoinW is interesting because they have professional traders that are literally trading Trump token that you have access to as well. When you put money in your futures account and verify it, you can use that Telegram link underneath the CoinW link and you can get access to the Telegram group. But Trump token just doing absolutely insane moves yesterday. I talked about it around $22, went up to $80. Just insane. A couple things to remember, right? Let me get out these airdrops for CoinW. Google search terms for buy Solana skyrocketed because this is how you bought it at first. Now you can buy it on different exchanges. People are talking about Coinbase potentially listing it, Robinhood listing it to make it even easier for people. But like all the leverage exchanges, a lot of them have added Trump token in the matter of 24 hours. This is less than 2 days since it was launched, and it reached about $100 billion fully diluted market cap, somewhere around there. He speaks at 5 p.m. Eastern time today as well. So like there are 2.5 hours left. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to be talking about. I didn't even know about this until Marty Party posted it. I know he's got the inauguration tomorrow. It seems like he'll probably make some executive orders for crypto and Bitcoin right away. But yeah, this is pretty fascinating. Maybe something about the meme coin today. I'm not sure. It might have been about the TikTok ban as well. You think, this Trump token is getting a lot of news recently. Go look at TikTok. Like how many people are talking about TikTok compared to the Trump token? Probably 5 or 10 times as many people, if not more. I have people that are like don't like Trump at all, and they say, "Hey, I've just given up. If he can bring TikTok back, he's fine in my book for now." So just crazy the news that's been coming out recently, and he's not even in office yet. This is coming out from TikTok. In agreement with our service providers, TikTok is in the process of restoring service. We thank Donald Trump or President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties. Wow. Trump went up explosively as well, like we said. Some people too have made a lot of money. For those people, I'd say like take profits. This person put in $1 million position and bought at 18 cents. It's now $68. So he's worth like 330 million or something like that right now from this one trade, a 330x. Just a reminder before we get into the numbers, be cautious and diligent out there. I've been saying this for a while too. The risk to reward gets much higher as the price of crypto goes up for scammers. So they're going to try to impersonate me. They're going to try to, comment to you in the section below. They're going to try to direct you to other channels that have deep fakes of me. They're going to message you on Telegram and Twitter and Instagram and all these different things. But just be careful out there. Let's get down to the tokens, right? How many tokens do you need to be a millionaire, to retire? Like, let's look at some different scenarios. And of course, I don't know the future, so I'm going to give you some different prices here. You can make your decision for where you think it's going to go. There is a non-zero chance it goes down to $0, right? Or near zero, pretty much to the point where it wouldn't matter anymore, right? There is a non-zero chance of that happening. Do I think that's very likely? It's hard to tell. Like, if you had just told someone 3 months ago what's going to happen with Donald Trump launching a meme coin, like, the fact is, some people would say, a lot of people would say, yeah, that thing is going to zero. Like, it's going to be a rug pull, obviously. We just had Haktua coin do the same thing. This does seem a little bit different, to be clear. But still, like, this is very risky. It's one of the top 15 largest cryptos in 2 days with no utility. Not that that's completely, out of left field. Like, if someone had told me that Trump was going to launch a meme coin right before inauguration and said that was going to hit this number, I wouldn't have thought they were insane. Like, I would say that that's probably unlikely, but I could see that happening, and it has happened. So let's account for the fact that it could go down to zero. I just need to say that up front. It could go down to zero or near zero. I don't think that's super likely to happen, at least relatively soon. I could see like a bear market, or if there's some kind of rug pull, obviously that could happen. What I could see more likely is, hey, it goes down a bit, right? It goes down a bit. A lot of people have been, coming into crypto. There could be some whales that sell off, and then the newbies get freaked out, or, this thing's just raced up like thousands of X's in a few days. So it could sell off. So let's say it goes back down to $20, right? It could go down to 20, which is basically like in the middle of this range, maybe towards the bottom of this range that we saw once it started hitting exchanges. But yeah, maybe it goes down 70%, something like that. That could happen. So let's put that in here. But maybe it does well. Maybe it does well, and it goes up, or it stays the same. So we included those in here. $60, so it just pretty much stays around today's price, which is fantastic still. Like, they could add utility at some point, maybe in-person events or something like that, and it stays around the same price. Maybe it goes up significantly. Maybe it goes up to $495 or $5,000. It sounds crazy. It does sound crazy, but $495 would give it a circulating supply, or circulating market cap of 100 billion. Okay, fully diluted, it's 500 billion, but circulating, it's 100 billion. What's that mean? That's just the size of the token, right? It could, let's say everything continues to race up. Dogecoin goes back to its all-time high or even higher. BNB continues moving up. Solana, Tether, XRP, like, it could just be in the top 10, right? Cardano, last bull market, went to a market cap of nearly 100 billion, 95 billion. Dogecoin went to about 95 billion as well. Solana's 131 billion. Is it crazy to think during a bull run, if Bitcoin's hitting 200,000, all these other altcoins are running, that Trump coin could get up to 100 billion? I don't think so. Keep in mind, though, that the circulating supply is much lower than the total supply. Most likely, people will be taking profits. There will be more tokens hitting the market as well. But it's definitely a non-zero chance, again, that it could hit this price, which is nuts. It is nuts. That would be incredible. But, Dogecoin has hit a $100 billion market cap. I don't think it's crazy to think Trump could hit a $100 billion market cap. Now, this is for the people that are extremely bullish. Maybe it hits $1 trillion, right? Let's throw that scenario in here. Do I think that's going to happen? No. But who the fuck knows? Who knows? Sorry for the language there, but who knows in today's day and age, right? Who knows 5 years from now what's happening, right? If Trump makes a strategic reserve of Trump tokens, it's a simulation right now. We're living in a simulation. Let's throw this in here just for the people that want to, talk about that as a possibility. Keep in mind, only 20% of the supply is circulating. Again, just remember, do do I even think this is smart to invest in, to buy? Not necessarily. Like if you're coming into crypto and you're coming for this token, keep in mind, you're buying a token that's up 4,000x in a few days. Like there are a lot of tokens that have real utility, that have been used for a while, that are worth less than this, that probably are less risky. So, just to be clear, 80% plus of my portfolio is in Bitcoin, but I like to play around in these and I like to trade a little bit. So again, I'm giving lots of disclaimers. I apologize for that, but there are going to be a lot of people that hate that I'm even making this video and talking about price targets this high. So I just have to give those disclaimers. So how many tokens do you need to make $10,000? Well, if it goes down to zero, you need infinite tokens, right? Let's say it stays around the same price. You need about 167 tokens, which would cost about $12,000. If it goes down to $60, it's at 60. I, in this assumption, put it at $67 because that's what it was at when I was calculating. Okay. What if it goes up to $495? $495. So it does go up pretty significantly too, right? This is a $100 billion circulating supply based on today's tokens. You need about 20 tokens, which would cost about $1,353 today. If it goes up to this very bullish scenario, like an extremely bullish scenario, this would be another massive move from here of 82x. That's insane. But if it went up to $1 trillion, you need $135 today to make $10,000 at some point in the future. Now, if you went like 2x or 3x leverage and you survive the volatility, you need 2 to 5x less, right? I mean, you could have $20 at 5x if you don't get liquidated and it goes up to $1 trillion market cap. Yeah, you could make $10,000. It's insane. Now, what if you want more than that? What if you want to make $200,000? Okay. Well, if the price goes down, you're going to need more than $200,000. Again, bearish scenario, maybe it goes down to 20, maybe it goes down to 0, but if it went down to 20, you need $670,000. You'd be losing money. Let's say it goes up to that $100 billion market cap, which, again, I think it's going to be somewhere in between these two scenarios. For the peak this cycle, I could see it like floating around 100 billion. It sounds crazy, but I could see it happening. That's happened in previous cycles for not a lot of cryptos, but a handful of cryptos. Psychological level. Okay. It's up at $100 billion. You need about $27,000 today to make $200K. Now, why $200K? Well, it's a very nice down payment on a $1 million home, right? Another way to think about it is you could pay for half of a normal home in cash, or you could put a 50% down payment on like the regular cost of a home. What I thought about though when making it is that, if Bitcoin doubles, you could buy a full Bitcoin. So if you rolled out of something that's really high risk and rolled it into something that's been around for over a decade, you could buy a full coin. Okay. So $27,000 would buy you this one full coin if it goes up to, this level, assuming Bitcoin's at 200,000, obviously. And then $2,707 would make you 200K, just insane. Okay, last scenario, $1 million. You want $1 million cold hard cash, and we're not accounting for taxes either because everyone's in different tax situations. Bullish scenario, you need about 2,020 tokens at $67, which would be about $135,000 worth of Trump tokens. And you need about 202 tokens if it goes up to $1 trillion market cap. Circulating. Okay, so you need about $13,500. Do I think this is the safest thing in crypto? No. Do I think there are better places to invest in crypto? Yes. Do I think this will bring more people into crypto? Yes. Do I think this has brought more liquidity into crypto? Yes. We had, I think it was 400,000 new wallets set up just in the last few days. Significantly more than we usually see. We also have 750,000 holders of Trump token. I think this is a big injection of liquidity that will eventually ripple out to other currencies as well, other cryptos. I think, again, it makes a lot of sense to buy Bitcoin and to stay with Bitcoin, but it's fun to go through these scenarios, right? This isn't a super serious video where we're giving really solid advice, right? Actually, I think there's a lot of solid advice, but we're not going through like the price of Bitcoin, right? This is very speculative. That's why we go from 0 to literally $1 trillion market cap. No one knows what's going to happen. No one would have guessed that it would have hit the numbers that it's hit already. So we're giving a wide variety of scenarios. Again, if you want to trade it, there's a ton of liquidity. So much liquidity, so many people trading this, so much volatility too. Like volatility is vitality, as Michael Saylor says. If you want to trade this, there's a link to CoinW underneath the video. There's also some links to WEEX, Blofin, BTCC. They allow trading on Trump on all those different exchanges, I believe now too. So if you want to check those out, all of these have different sign-up bonuses. But definitely check this out underneath the video. I really do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think Trump token is going to be in 1 year? Also, let me know what you're drinking. Right now, I have an espresso and some water. But let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.